Well, and just like that, down comes Westbrook. And it's like I was just here 10 years ago. Dang, my timing is awful. They were just ripping into it a little while ago, but this is what's left of Biochemistry Hall. Look at this. You can see inside the old building, right in there. Zoom back out. Let's watch him get a chunk right there. Yeah, there's a lot of dust. It's hard to see. Well, lasted a good 58 years. But that's the end of an era. This is Westbrook Music Building at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. As of December 19th, this building is going to be torn down, gutted, and rebuilt. Renovation. I'm not 100% certain. I'll link the article down in the description, but that's what's going to happen. This building is going to be completely overhauled, I suppose is the right word for it. Over here you have the Lead Center and Kimball Recital Hall. The Lead Center is not getting touched. Kimball Recital Hall, I'm pretty certain, is not getting touched. But all this is going to be rebuilt. And we're going to go around to the other side, because the other side is where the new building is being built. It's going to take up 2 parking lots, so we're going to head over there now. So a little distraction here. I noticed that Architecture Hall is closed for construction because it is 5:30 on November 22nd. But anyway, here's the other side of Westbrook, and it's right in these 2 parking lots where it says it's going to be rebuilt over here. It's just a parking lot, so it's nothing exciting. But here's a look at the building from this side. We can see it better because there's some light. Here's the west entrance. Trash. And here's more of the building over here. There's into one of the classrooms, which we'll tour when we get inside. But here's the parking lot. There's some people over there. Those lights just came on. And here's a better shot of the building. You got the 3-story part on the left and the ensemble section on the right over here. This is facing east, by the way. We got this parking lot here is going to be torn up and will no longer be. And then there's that lot over there is also going to be torn out. Here's 10th Street. And as you can see here, this lot is going to be closed. permanently. Get across the aisle. Don't want to get run over. This slot here. And then this slot over here is also going to be closed. Permanently. Just one last look. It's just a parking lot. Here's the building. And as soon as it gets dark, we will go tour the building. Rabbit. And let me check for traffic. Good. There goes the rabbit. Let me think here. Okay, this lot here is going to stay. Anyway, let's go tour the building. And now it's time to go tour Westbrook Music Building. Here's the northeast entrance. It's considered the main entrance. Here's the band offices. There's a copy in there. Not much special in there. Locked because it's after hours. Let's start downstairs. We'll take the stairs. I am definitely getting the elevator, but I'll probably attach it as a separate clip. For the majority of this building tour, we, like usual, will be navigating using the stairs. Lockers here. Not sure what this room is. Another double set of doors here. And this is the basement. Not sure again what that is. This looks to be instrument storage. Here's the bathrooms. Drinking fountain. I'm guessing that's a janitor closet. Here's the men's room. I'm guessing this is the piano technician. Here's back this way. Here's the... Somebody's practicing. This looks like it's a classroom. Ooh, here's one that's open. Good, nobody's in here. Here's one of the music classrooms. There's the back wall. We'll go down there in a little bit. But first, nope, there's people in the break room. So, I may have to come back for that. Maybe not. Actually, you know what? We'll go down there. So I do want to show you the elevator machine room is off to the right. Excuse me, not the right, the left. Back here is the elevator. As I said, we're not going to get it right away. We're not going to... That sounds like a furnace. Boiler room or something. I wonder what's in here. The Bat Cave. It's like a recording studio, but now you can't really see much of anything in here on camera. It's dark. There's a little... leads down to some more. I'm not sure what this is. 14. Well, we can't get in anyway. It's like some faculty office. 15. More of, I'm not sure what these are, but they're locked. Down here. Wonder what's in here. This I know is a practice room. Oh, we got an organ in here. Let's take a look. Look at this. I had no idea this was down here. Look at this. That's cool. You can hear somebody practicing. All right, let's move on. Shut off the lights. Ooh, there's the on-off switch. Let's head back up. Looks like we got more lockers over here. Somebody's in there. That's a practice room. More storage. Yeah, this is all just storage. Ooh. Got more storage here. These are some bigger lockers for bigger instruments. We got another one over here. Ooh, that's a Kmart style air vent. I don't really see those anymore. Just from a back view. There's a handicap ramp, but we've got stairs. Choral library. More lockers. More cage. This is a storage closet. keyboard skills. Pause if you want to read. Yeah, finals are fairly short. Well, coming up shortly anyway. Here's another set of bathrooms on the south wing here. Women. Janitors, men's. Now, this whole wing over here, this south hallway, because it has a link to Kimball Recital Hall, is going to be preserved. It's not getting touched. It will be remodeled, but it's going to stay. Here's the music library, which is closed for the night. So you can kind of see there's a dividing line in the tile here. Everything down here is going to be demolished. This over here is going to stay. Just more storage. That goes to Kimball Recital Hall. This area is not getting touched again, and this hallway is going to stay put. But as I stated earlier, you can kind of see where the floor changes color. Everything on that north wing there is going to get demolished. All right, let's head upstairs. Let's check out the first floor. Now this wing, this first floor south wing here is has the most foot traffic, so there may be a lot of jump cuts here, so be prepared. Got a stairway here. Now, take a look at this section right here. This is a bit of a pointless stairway, but judging by this mat here, and there being a light switch right here, I'm guessing at one point this used to be a doorway, and this used to be like I can't think of what you would want to call it, but this used to be a walkway through here at one point. And then this was the entrance. Okay, now I'm going to have to keep quiet because there is a recital going on, but I'm going to still try to talk quietly so you can at least hear me. Here's the floor directory. Here's where the elevator is. Here's the hallway. Got a percussion practice room here. I'm guessing that's a faculty office. This is the band room, 132. We're not going in there. Here's that other stairway. I don't think I showed it downstairs. I can't remember. 130. This is the choir room. Again, doors closed. Not going in there. This is where the recital is at. We're not going in there. We don't want to interrupt their performance. That wouldn't be right. Here's another entrance to the choir room. Another directory. And this leads out to the parking lot. Out there. Touching their stuff. Here's a bathroom. Here's another bathroom. Looks like they're just generic. And now we're heading into the north wing on the first floor. This is all getting demolished. These appear to be faculty offices here. That contrast is really bad, if you ask me. Facilities office. I don't want to shine too in there because I think there might be someone in there. Here's the recital hall main entrance. Women's bathroom. Pause to read. There's mailboxes. Here's a men's bathroom. Here's another classroom. 114. Here's the elevator. And we're not going to ride it just yet, but we will. There's a classroom. It sounds like people are in it. We'll go back that way. But first, let's check over here. Classroom. That door is locked. I'm not sure what's in here. These are classrooms. Sounds like people are practicing. And that one. All right. And over here is the plaque. Completed in 1967, which is what I mark as the install date for the elevator. Another directory. And here's the building directory, which I think I'll just take a picture of it when I get a chance and put it in here. Now, let's head back through the main walkway. Yeah, there's people in there. Yeah, there's people in that classroom, so we're not going to check it out. Now, I mentioned I wanted to check the break room again. There's still somebody in there. But in there is the break room, and to the left of there is the elevator machine room. I might insert another clip if I think of it. This just leads out to the northwest end where the parking lot is. All right, now let's head up to the second floor. Here's the second floor. This floor is mostly just faculty offices. Nothing especially crazy. Here's the hallway. I'll just walk down it. Nothing crazy. Here's the elevator. This floor is, the doors are a different color. The elevator seldom stops on this floor, so not overly worried. But I hear him running. Here's the bathrooms. Got some chairs here. It's like coral. There's more faculty offices. We got the other stairway here, 201. Now we'll go check out the other side. This is the side without the elevator. Gotta watch my back. Door hit my backpack. We just got more faculty offices here. Clarinet. Looks empty. Interesting. Lots of comics. That room's in use on a Friday night. It looks empty. Looks like some sort of reed instructor. Not sure what instrument. And just more faculty offices. All right. One more floor to go. Let's go do the third floor. Battery swap. Here's the third floor. We got practice rooms. Let's start going this way. There's a half reference for you. And here's one of the practice rooms. This one has a grand piano in it. Light turns on automatically, which is nice. Here's another practice room. Grand piano. Looks like we got some more instrument storage up here. I don't know if these are faculty offices or practice rooms. This looks like a practice room. This one has a manual switch. Looks like you got some more over here. Harp studio. I didn't know they had one. That's an electronic piano. Well, you do have some faculty offices up here. And then I think these are just practice rooms. Ooh, you got a xylophone. Let's trigger the light. Got a xylophone practice room. Close that. More practice rooms. Someone's using that one. Ooh. Well, this is cool. We got a red piano. It's a Steinway. That's neat. That one's in use. More practice rooms. Grand pianos in there. Faculty office. in use. There's another room. Faculty office again. Looks like in here it's just more of the mixed faculty offices and practice rooms. Interesting that you have these corners here. And then faculty office. This one has just a standard piano. Oh, it's a player piano. Look at this. That's neat. Another practice room. Doesn't look like there's a piano in this one. Ooh. Yeah, it looks like this one's just for non-piano instruments. Here's another one. Here's the other stairway. Looks like you just got more practice rooms back here. Faculty office. Wonder why some of these have player pianos. Interesting. That one's in use. Faculty office. More all of these are practice rooms. Here's the hallway. Looks like there's people in that end one over there. Yeah, but these are all practice rooms here. Okay. Yeah, these are all practice rooms here. In use. I guess, and that's the janitor's closet, because right here are the bathrooms. Drinking fountain. Looks like you need a key to check out this room. Practice room. Some of these have windows. See if I can find one that does. I know this one doesn't. Just to show you inside. Yeah, this one just has a standard piano. It's got some recording materials. I think this one has a... Yeah, you can see outside of this one. But some of these practice rooms have outside windows here. That's the wing over there that's going to stay. We're in the north wing. Both second and third floors are in the north wing, which is getting demolished. This is the third floor. There's another practice room. There's the elevator. Some of these are in use. For it being a Friday night. Normally it's not this busy. Even though this is actually pretty quiet. Relatively speaking. There's people in that one. Nope, that one's in use too. Well, now I can't remember exactly which stairway I need to go down to show the break room and the elevator machine room. I don't think it's this one, but we'll try it. Let's take the stairs. Going all the way down to the basement. Yes, this is the correct stairway. Good, there's nobody down here. So I can finish this part up. Here's the elevator machine room. Yes, nobody in here. Here's the break room. Looks like the fail vending machine right here in the middle is still here. I'm trying to decide if I want to attempt it or if I want to do a different one, or one at all. I'm going to pause and check and see if I have any cash. We'll go from there. Okay, so I don't have any cash, but I do have a credit card. It'll work just as well. And I'll get something from... This is the machine that was the epic fail. That has, like, a lot of views on it. I don't know the exact number. You can hear somebody's using the elevator. I might try to get a machine room take of it, but we'll see. But in the meantime, this is what we're doing now. Looks like it's an Automatic Products International. Point the camera away so I can... One moment, authorizing. Card approved. Let's do... What do I want to get? Well, let's do... I'll call that a fail recovery. Might have to post that separate take, but... Cool. Alright. Let's continue. There's the sink. Nothing special. That clock is 10 minutes. That clock is wrong. We're back in the basement. Tell you what, I'm going to set the camera down here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go call the elevator. I'm going to go see if I can catch the machine room in the elevator video. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up the building tour, and we'll get the elevator. This is the elevator at Westbrook Music Building, University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Look at these fixtures. Here's a cap view. Jail shaft equipment. Watco doors. Let's head down to the basement. We'll watch a button go out. Let the door close. Send her up to 3. send it down to the basement. I still have no idea what that button does. Dover. Take a look at these awesome fixtures. There's a phone. Here's the floor indicator. Let's take a silent round trip. We're going to send you up to 2. Without me in it, we're going to go catch the motor. Well, I hope you heard the motor over the vending machine, but let's take up one more ride, just for good measure. Well, I have no idea how that motor take turned out because the vending machine was loud, so I'm going to do a motor take from inside the cab. Just set the camera here, and well, here we go. Alright, we're down to 2, we're down to 1, we'll end the video on 1. Here's a good look at the fixtures. 2 and 1 lit. Watch 2 go out. Let's go down to 1. Door closes when you push the button. Very nice to have. focus, camera. It'll focus. There we go. Well, I'm gonna miss this elevator, but the writing's on the wall and there's nothing I can do about it.